Hello and welcome to the Sock Witchery YouTube channel. My name is Lindsay. I'm coming to you from Fond du Lac, Wisconsin, where I live with my husband Colin and our cat Gigi. You can find me on Instagram, Ravelry, and YouTube as Sock Witchery. And this is Vlogmas Eve or Vlogmas Day 0. Yay! So it is Tuesday night. It's just after 4. It's already very dark because it has been disgusting warm, like almost 50 today, but rainy and gross. It's not supposed to be great the next 2 days. So, not that you need the weather report, but you'll get it anyway. That's part of Vlogmas. So what I thought I would do is kind of give you an idea of, if you're new, who I am, what the general layout of Vlogmas will look like this year, and then I've got a giant pile of things to talk to you about regarding things you'll see during Vlogmas. So, for those of you who are new to the channel, welcome. First of all, welcome to Vlogmas 2022. I've been doing Vlogmas since 2019. I don't believe I've ever successfully completed a year. I think last year was the closest I got. Usually what happens is we hit the last week of, I'm an instrumental music teacher. I teach primarily middle school. I teach band and orchestra, but I also teach a couple of elementary classes. I teach a 5th grade class, and then I have a high school group at one of my other schools. So for me, December gets to be very busy with concerts, and we have 2 family Christmases that we do. One's earlier in December, one is actually on Christmas, and then we have a whole host of other activities that go on. So usually I burn out by about the 21st or 2nd. My last day of school for the term for 2022 will be the 22nd of December. So, Vlogmas. More likely than not, it will start most mornings with me sitting right here, opening one of my bajillion advents I ended up with, and showing you those colors, and then kind of giving you the rundown on the day. In years past, I have taken you to school with me, and I've kind of checked in throughout the day. Don't know how much I'm going to be doing that. I'm really busy these days when I'm at school because of the sub shortage. I generally don't get a lot of downtime with prep because I'm covering for other classes, or I'm doing prep work for my many bajillion classes I teach on a weekly basis. So I think I'm going to kind of just do quiet stuff during the day, and then when I come home at night, we'll kind of talk about what maybe I worked on that day or what's going on, things like that. Weekends. I'm not always the greatest at filming vlogs with like me talking to you on camera because we usually use the weekend as a lot of downtime. Colin is my husband, both have relatively stressful jobs, so we don't do a lot on the weekends. We do have something is taking place this weekend that needs to remain a private thing. So I will not be filming much on Saturday. So I will combine Saturday and Sunday, and I may do that every weekend going forward because the only weekend we don't have an obligation that needs to maybe not be on YouTube or as public is, I think we have one. We're busy pretty much every weekend. But I will still provide you with advents that day, maybe a little bit of check-in, but it's going to be a lot of more silent vlogs on the weekend, just with some nice Christmas music. I'm going to try real hard to not repeat the music as many times, but you know, we all work with the same pool of royalty-free music, so that'll be fun. Okay, so that's kind of what you can expect from Vlogmas this year. We got the tree up this year. I was not able to do a Vlogmas days. Oh! I was trying to covertly move my foot. That didn't happen. I did not get to do a Vlogmas Day 0 last year because I was sick up until December 1st. Thankfully, we stayed healthy for this one. So, I'm going to talk to you about some advents. Everything is wrapped up with the exception of the first one I'm going to show. This first one was a Scrappy Advent mystery bag that came from George Ann of Stitching Plaza. I'm going to link everyone down below that I have advents from, all the projects I'm working on. I will tell you this right now, every single thing I'm knitting advent-wise takes a size 5 needle. Yay. So, yeah, this first one, if you are planning to get the Christmas at the Parks bag from George Ann of Stitching Plaza, look away, but I'm going to show that now. So I got this delightful patchwork bag. What's fun, I actually have this bag with this fabric. It's got my Sockmas, hosted by Nitty Natty of Love and Stitches. It's got, this was the bag from that knit along last year was a sponsored item. So I actually have this bag. It's got some really cute fabric. My ties are stuck. Okay, so it's got cute Christmas lights. This time it's got snowflakes on the inside. And then I've got a, this is such a, like a 90s Disney print. It makes me so happy. And then yeah, the ties are, what is stuck? What are you stuck? Okay, the tag was stuck. And then the ties are like a nice peppermint swirl. So in here, if you bought one of these, you also got some Advent goodies that are wrapped up. So I have these. You will see these as we go. I think I'm gonna open one a week. And then what's going to live in here while we work is my second Advent. So I'm gonna show you the non like 25-day mini ones. So I managed to snag from Fangirl Fibers her Folklore, geez, I'm really close to camera, Folklore 4 week, so one per week of December leading up to Christmas, sock sets. So yeah, so the first one will open on Saturday, and then we'll have one every Saturday leading up. So we'll start those, and they'll live in the bag. This is gonna be like my work Advent project stuff, because I'm not taking the 25-day mini ones to work because that usually doesn't end well. Okay, let's talk about the big ones. So I have three 25, 24, 25-day Advents to open this year. I am very, very thankful for these. One is payment for stuff you'll see throughout December that I've designed. And the other two I purchased. One of which I'm very, very proud and excited about that I was able to get. I got it in the last pre-order, and that'll be the one I talk about first. I talked about this in the most recent podcast I put up. But living in this gorgeous box is my Corner of Craft Chromatic Yarns Advent Calendar. So, got our colorway names. There's going to be 20, I believe there's 24 minis in a day 25. I might be wrong. I can't show you because they're all buried in the bottom. But these are 20 gram minis on her sturdy sock base, which is a BFL nylon. With this, I will be doing the quest. I will pop a photo in, probably just do some voiceover on it. I play Dungeons and Dragons. We actually just did our last session until the new year because the December holiday is so busy and we play on Sundays. And two of the Sundays, you know, are Christmas Day and New Year's Day. So we're not going to play again until January, but I have a plethora of dice because I am a dice goblin. So with the quest, you roll, you don't have to, but you take two six-sided six-sided die, singular of dice is die, and you roll them, and based on what you score, tells you what pattern you're gonna knit in the scarf. So if you saw the picture, there's like brioche in between each one, but like every scarf is different because you're never gonna roll the same way. It's a pretty cool pattern, so I definitely suggest you check that one out if you're looking for an Advent. Next up will be, I'm gonna move this because this didn't fit in the box. Next up is, you saw this box. There wasn't anything in it, but you saw this box. What just fell off of here? Oh, it was just, it was a Christmas tree piece. I thought it was like a bug. That scared the bejesus out of me. Okay, you saw it roll off. So, this is my Bumblebee Acres Return of the King Coquette Sock Advent Calendar. So yeah, this is my second one. I had the Two Towers one as well, which I'm currently knitting up still because I didn't actually knit it in 2019. Was it 2019? 2020. 2021. It was last year. No, it wasn't either. It was 2020. There wasn't a 2021 calendar. They skipped Advents last year. They just did a 12-day one. Anyway. Yay. So I'm going to do the Speltas wrap. Put a picture of it right here and talk over it. Designed by Samantha Troia of Bumblebee Acres. And that is going to be, it's a rectangular wrap. I believe it's on the bias. Not 100%. I have the pattern set up, but I haven't read through it. But it's like kind of, it's individual squares. They're garter. It's going to let the colors shine through the best. And I got a new winter coat that has nice room for wraps and scarves. And yeah, so that's what I'm going to do with that one. Then I have the, oh my gosh, can't remember what this was called. Hold on. If you watched last year's Vlogmas, this is in the same box that the calendar came in, that I put in last year. So this is the Sears Wish Book calendar. I'm going to cover that so I don't spoil any of the colorway names. This was the, Sears Wish Book catalog of colors. This is the calendar for Emily of Fangirl Fibers. So, yeah, like I said, if you watched last year, I had Emily's Gilmore Girls calendar, and this year I have the Sears calendar. So, I'm going to do, I made a 0 hour, I don't have 0 hour because it's not even December 1st, but I made a 0 hour decision that I was going to knit the Go-Go Throw by Ambah O'Brien. I was originally going to do another Ambah O'Brien pattern, but as I'm going to show you right now, what didn't fit is the 25-day full skein. What I decided to do, so if you watched I did not finish Vlogtober, but if you watch Vlogtober and watched my Instagram, I got the 31 Days of Haunted America calendar from Emily of Fangirl Fibers, and this is what I'm doing with it. It's called the Go-Go Throw. So it's all bunched up, but it's a throw. It's like a chevron-y lace throw. I'm in love with it. The Halloween calendar is 31 full days. So this one's going to be really long. I probably maybe could have added like one more repeat on to maybe take out some of the length, make it a little wider, but whatever. So I'm actually going to do the same pattern out of the Sears one as well. I know what the colors are because it was one of those ones that came with the card, but I don't want to spoil it for you. And yeah, so I'm very excited to have 2 of those on there. Okay, as I referenced before, I have 2 things keep bumming the tripod. You'd think this is my first Vlogmas. Sorry, it's Tuesday. It's been a long day. Just education. Yay. Anyway, one of the things that's coming out on December 1st is the Scrap Witchery blanket. So if you ordered the Sears catalog calendar from Emily, it came with a download code. It comes out on December 1st, which is Thursday. And it is a recipe for making a scrappy blanket. So, please, for the love of, nope, I'm in the middle of a row. So, it's a recipe to build your own scrappy advent blanket. So, the reason I called it Scrap Witchery, not just because it's a play on my, handle or what have you, is because you start with an I-cord cast on. It is a half fisherman's rib. So it's 2-sided, but you only have to think on one side. It has an integrated I-cord edge, so you don't have, and then an I-cord bind off, so you don't have to go back and finish anything. And if you magic knot it, you don't have to do anything. You have to weave in your first and last end. So this will come out, this is the wrong side. This is the right side. This will be coming out on December 1st. This version is the DK version, is also written for fingering if you want squishy or less squishy. I paired it with, so because it's a recipe and not like a pattern, your mileage may vary. But I used the leftovers from my Gilmore Girls calendar, and then I held Knit Picks, Stroll together on a 4. My mom did the fingering weight sample for me, and she did that on a size 4, same exact stitches, and just fingering, and it's delightful. I'll try and throw in a picture of her with our temperamental cat on it. She's like, this is the first time she sat with me in months, because she doesn't love my parents' dog because she's old and she was there first, so she's kind of a butthead. But yeah, so that'll be coming out on December 1st. There will be a whip photo because I strained this right here, so working on big needles I can't do for very long, and unfortunately this kind of suffered at that. But there will be photos, the pattern's all written up, and since it's kind of a recipe, there's kind of exact yardage, but you'll get a good size throw with a 20-gram mini with the number of stitches that you cast on. And then I have just watch for Christmas Eve, I'll just say that. Yay. Okay, so that's Vlogmas Eve. Sorry, it was a little rambly. I'm a rambly human. It's all good. Okay, I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna go get some knitting done. I'm gonna get this edited and uploaded for tomorrow morning, because tomorrow is Wednesday, November 30th. And I will see you guys tomorrow on Thursday, December 1st. Can't wait. Bye.